If you hurry, perhaps you'll be able to catch up with Sir Geoffrey, who is just in time to catch up with the big parade.
Putting signs all over everything again. Yes. We were just going to organize a little club, you know, today, and they made a parade, and they made a big fuss over it. And, you know how they are.
Isn't that just wonderful? You don't suppose I'll be called on to speak, do you, Mr. William?
Well, you might be.
Well, I must fix myself up. I once gave a speech on the Mississippi River in school.
You did?
And, yes, I did. And I guess I could change it a little.
Oh,
Yes.
That should be very good on the Mississippi.
Citizens, I stand here before you.
Hi, Calvin.
I am deeply
later on the
moved by
speeches.
the confidences you have
Say
put
we'll
in
have
me.
the speeches later
With
on.
my ear to the ground and my feet on the purse strings of my friends and my head in the clouds, I stand before you, the president of our club. Now, if I am given the opportunity...
I don't want to hear the speeches now. We haven't even started it. All right, come on. Steady, boy. Later.
How do you like that? Now listen.
Don't come in and start raving about speeches. We haven't even started
I got
the
my
club
right
yet.
for free speech. That's one of the fundamentals. And I'm going to speak if I want to.
Well, speak freely, but a little further away, would you please?
Well, all right, if you're going
I'd like to try to get a nap before everybody shows up and the whole club starts. A parade came by, a fella can't get any rest.
Well, we're going to start the meeting pretty soon now, see?
Would you give your speech someplace
Yeah,
else?
all right, I'll practice it
It's a
up in
dandy
the tree.
place way down there in... Oh, I'm kind of sorry I started this thing now. Well, look who's coming. Hi, Sir Geoffrey.
Mr. President, if you please.
Well, aren't you a little previous? We haven't voted yet, you know.
Oh, details. I mean, who else, you know? I mean, let's face it, just
You're
you
pretty
and I.
confident, aren't you, huh?
Yes, well, you know.
Well, come on, let's railroad this thing through here.
Well, wait a minute. I don't like your language.
Oh,
Railroad.
well, I mean, you know, let's get it off on the right track, you know.
Yes. I see
Well,
what
that's
you
a nice
mean.
badge you have there.
The gavel.
Oh, a little gavel.
Oh,
I lost the gavel.
Butterfingers.
Where did you get that badge from? It's a real delicate little thing, isn't it?
Yeah, how you like that? I like it, sir.
My goodness.
Nice,
Yeah,
huh? Yeah, well...
Well, now, the main thing I guess we ought to decide on first is what are we going to call the club, what it'll be, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I thought the whole thing out. You know, I got the groundwork done there, see.
Oh.
We're going to have an athletic club with boxing and football and checkers and that sort of thing, see. I thought we could call it the Chipmunk Champs and all that, see.
No,
How does that
just
strike
a
you?
No. I'll tell you right now, if that's the kind of a frivolous organization our club is going to be, I don't want any part of it.
Well, don't get upset.
Yeah.
What do you have in mind?
Well, I thought we ought to have something uplifting, you know what I mean? I mean, a literary kind of a thing. I even have a rather nice title. It has a ring to it. I thought we could call it the Giraffe's Literary Unlimited, you know?
How about you, Calvin? Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, I thought that we ought to have a social club, see? You know, with eats and cultural stuff like that.
Eat.
Well, look, wait a minute.
Always thinking of
Now, wait,
something
there's
to
no
eat.
reason to disagree.
Yeah.
We can find something. After all, we're four friends together here in the park, and there's no
Hey,
reason
wait,
why we can't
hold
think
it.
of some...
Hold it just a minute.
Hold what?
Would you throw that at me again? Would you play that back? What you
What,
just said?
what do you mean?
What
What did I say?
You said something about four friends, see?
I said we're four friends, and we should
Yeah,
be
now
able to
wait
get
hold
along.
it. Wait a minute. Why don't we call it the Four Friends Club, and then, you know, it's general, and then we can do anything we want, see?
Yes, that's true. That has merit.
Well, there's only one thing wrong with that. I mean, of course, there's the lovely Miss Blossom, and that makes it the Five Friends Club, but we could call it that.
Hold it there.
The five...
Just a minute.
Yes. We've talked this thing all over, William. You're a little late. Absolutely no women in our club. No women in our club.
Yeah, I second that. Yeah. Absolutely no girls in the club.
I mean, after all, what are clubs for? Why do we have the Elks and the Moose and all that? So the men can get away from the women once in a while.
Well, Calvin, what do you think?
Yeah, let me think that over there. Let's see. I like it, yeah.
Good for you.
Well,
Well,
I see.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Miss Blossom, we were just talking about you in the club.
Oh, am I secretary?
Well, no, actually, you're not.
Treasurer?
Well, no, you're not. You're not treasurer
Well-
either, Miss Blossom.
Well, don't tell me there's gonna be a woman president. My.
No, there isn't.
No.
Not the president.
Just an ordinary, common, run-of-the-mill stream member?
Well,
Oh,
actually, Miss Blossom, you're not even in the club.
no,
No,
not in it.
They blackballed you. They didn't want you. I tried to tell them they should make it the Five Friends instead of the Four Friends, but
Oh,
they said no.
well, I don't mind, really. The fact of the matter is, I don't have time with all my social life and everything. I guess I just don't really mind at all.
Well, gentlemen, Albert, you still want this to be the Four Friends Club?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
How about you, Sir Geoffrey?
Yes, you.
All right, then, let's face it. I'll be the temporary chairman until we get the thing organized.
All
But
right.
let there be recorded when the minutes are written that there was one dissenting vote.
All right,
That
yes.
it should have been Five Friends
Yes.
Club. All right, Sir Geoffrey, will you make a motion, please?
I beg pardon.
I say, will you make a motion?
Make a motion.
Yes.
Well, all right.
Oh, no. That's not the kind of emotion I had in mind.
No.
Well, how about this?
Oh, come on. Cut out the horseplay. Albert, tell him what
Yeah,
he's getting
sure.
at. Try to get it into his head, will you?
Haven't you ever been to a meeting before? Look, when you make a motion, you
Never mind. I'll do it.
Yeah, when you...
Then you address the chair as chairman.
You
You see, I'm the
what?
chair, and you address the
You-
chair, and you say, I am so moved, see?
Well, but you're sitting on a bench. I don't understand.
all right. Then address the bench.
Oh. Address the bench.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Seems rather ridiculous, but, all
Well,
right.
come on.
Dear bench.
Oh, come
I-
on now.
Oh,
You
come
want this
on.
club or don't you want
He's
it?
fooling.
I
you
know he is. He knows better
Oh.
than that. You say it. Mr. Chairman, I move that we call this the For You idea.
Yes.
All right, let's have
Mr.
it.
Chairman,
Yes.
I move that we call this the Four Friends Club.
Is there a second?
Yeah, I second the motion.
Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to discuss Cynthia. Now, last week...
Come
I
on,
remember
Calvin,
she-
you're out of order. Discussion
Yes.
is to the motion, and we're talking about the title of the club now. So if there's no other discussion, we're ready for the question.
Yeah.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Yeah, aye.
Aye.
All right. It's an action of this convention that the title of the club be the Four Friends Club. I'm right now in assuming you want this whole thing to be run like a convention.
Yeah, sure. Let's
I'll be
do
the
it
temporary
according-
chairman
Yeah.
until we get the club organized.
Yes.
What
That's
about
right.
officers?
Well, Mr.
Chairman.
Benchman? Oh,
Chairman.
yes. Mr. Chairman, I think that we ought to have a president, and then I ought to have a secretary and treasury to help me out, you see.
You ought to. You mean the president ought to?
But that's what I said, yes.
Yeah, sure. Well, I agree to that.
3 officers?
Yeah, because there ought to be one of us left to be a member. Every club ought to have a member.
You mean
Yeah.
3 officers and 1 worker bee?
Yeah, that's right. To carry out the orders of the,
All right.
Yes, well, that's all
Okay.
right.
Well, all right then. Now, so we'll get on with the nominating speeches and
Yes.
handle the whole thing like a big convention for
Right.
it, huh? Well, I don't suppose it matter what order they're taken in, so I recognize Sir Geoffrey. For
Well,
the
I should
nominating.
hope so.
No, that's another term in parliamentary procedure.
Oh.
Means go ahead with your nominating speech. You have a
Oh,
candidate
yes.
in mind?
Oh, yes. Oh, definitely, yes.
You do have, all right.
Yes.
Let's hear from you.
You don't
then.
mind going last.
No, save the best till last, I always say, sure.
Could we
Strange
have
boy.
the speech?
Yes, just a moment. I have to set myself up here.
All right. Oh, no.
Huh?
What's all
Yes,
the paraphernalia for? We were just going to have speeches, simple speeches.
Oh, get a load of that.
Go ahead.
Well,
Hey, come on. Cut it out.
All right, come on
well,
now.
I will
Don't
just
interfere.
have to turn the pages. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that tremendous ovation.
Could we just have the
I'm
nominating
just warming
speech?
my hands.
Could we have the speech?
Yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I want it clearly understood that I will run. Rumors to the contrary, although I am busy in my cage and with all the things I am busy with, if I am called upon by my friends, I will run.
Yeah.
Another thing I would like to clear up at this time, I am a giraffe. My family has always been very, very giraffish.
Look, could we just find out who your candidate
Yeah.
is? Name the candidate.
Oh.
Do you have somebody in
yes,
mind?
Yes,
Yeah, come on.
please. I nominate a man who stands head and shoulders above all of us.
Well, who?
Yeah, come on.
I nominate me. I mean, Sir Geoffrey Giraffe.
Well, there's a surprise.
You're supposed to applaud.
Oh.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Calvin, we're ready. Would you take your things away here, please? We're ready for you, Calvin. I say, Calvin.
Oh, yeah. I'm working on my speech now, boy. I'll be through in a minute here.
Oh, would you mind being rushed up in an emergency, moved up a step?
No. No, that's all right.
All right.
Sure. You want to call on me? Say you recognize
Yes, I recognize Albert the Chipmunk.
Yeah, I recognize you, too.
Good. What are you doing down there?
Just a minute.
Don't... Oh.
Oh,
You too?
no.
Yeah, oh, wait, one more thing.
What's...
Yeah,
Music?
yeah, I'll tell you, I'm going to do
Get
my...
that out of your eyes there.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to do my campaign. Like that Texas governor.
Oh, the fellow that sang his way into the hearts of the people.
Yeah, he had a cowboy band and everything down there. And he won.
Well, bully for him.
All right, fellas, come on, let's get on with it, shall we?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, I got to turn on something. Oh, vote for your pal, for your honest pal. Any law you don't like, I'll revoke. Your baby I'll kiss, and all taxes dismiss. Oh, my platform is made out of oak. I'm for what you're for, and again, all the things you're against. So cease to perplex, and just put down your ex next to Al, your old pal, and I'll win. Yeah, it's nice of Sir Geoffrey to help me, don't you think?
Well, there's two ways to look at it.
Yeah,
Is that all?
So cease to perplex, and just put down your ex next to Al, your old pal, and I'll win.
Very... All right, come on, Sir
Hey,
Geoffrey.
wait a minute.
Give me those placards.
Oh,
I don't think that was very nice at all. Give me the other one, too. I think you should have given Albert a break on that and not...
Yeah, what was that thing there?
Oh, he was showing his card while you were singing, and it wasn't very...
He was? Golly, that's mudslinging. You shouldn't do that.
Well, I thought it was amusing.
It was good. You
Oh,
did
wait a
nice
minute.
job.
Wait, I got the grand finale.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
More?
See, don't touch this rope now.
I'm not touching the rope. What's it for?
Take the guitar down. Now, just a minute. This is the grand finale.
Take the guitar down? All right.
Yeah.
You want me to do it? I'll be glad to pull
No,
it.
wait a minute. Yeah, all right. When I say this, you pull it.
All right.
This is ridiculous.
Well, what is it? Come on.
Vote for your pal, Al. Pull it.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Oh, my word. Oh.
That's pretty effective.
Yeah,
don't
that's
you think?
great. That's just fine.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
Mr. Chairman.
Giraffe.
I think that we ought to have an investigation of the campaign expenditures of our candidate, Albert.
All right. All right. And then along with it, we'll have an investigation of the expenditures of funds for the campaign of the man with the flags and the podium with the silk hat.
Well, we perhaps ought to take it up at a later date. Let's get on with the meeting.
All right.
Get this silly thing off.
Okay, all right. Now we've had all the... And there are no other nominating speeches. Why,
Just a darn minute now, boy.
Oh, you're ready then?
Yeah.
Well, come on down and give your speech.
Well, I ain't gonna give a speech.
What are you going to do?
I don't need to give a speech with my qualifications. Yeah, I just want to say, go with the crow.
Well, that's to the point. It's pretty good, really.
Yeah, it's short. That's
all right.
something.
Well, now the nomination speeches are... Excuse me. Are all in. And I think that we're ready for the balloting. I have some ballots in my pocket here,
Oh, don't
gentlemen.
bother.
And I have the ballot box on my... You have ballots? Well, you better withdraw and have a secret vote so you can put down mark your ballot.
Oh, I did it in secret.
Yes, I did too last night.
You mean you voted already?
Yes.
Pretty well in mind your candidate, huh?
Oh, yeah.
How about you, Calvin?
Yeah, here she comes.
Oh. All right. Okay, let's see what it looks like, shall we?
Well, let's count them up.
Oh, it's going to be a tight race. There's one vote here for Sir Geoffrey Giraffe.
Bully for me.
One vote here for Albert the Chipmunk.
Yeah, good.
One vote here for your pal Cal Crow.
Well.
So it's deadlock.
Well.
I must say, though, that you fellas showed a great unselfishness in voting each for the other fellow. That was the right spirit. Too bad it was all tied up that way. I tell you what, since it's all tied up, suppose instead of going through the voting again, we draw lots for it. I mean, you all got a vote, huh?
Yeah.
All right, you turn your heads there, and I'll make some straws out of matches, and then we'll have it so that the... turn your head. No, so the longest straw wins, huh?
Right.
You got the idea?
Yep.
All right, now just a minute till I get them ready. The longest straw will be president. All right, we'll...
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, come on. Hey, come on. So we'll do it just the way we did before. You know, you'll get a choice and you'll get a choice and you. All right, Calvin?
Yeah, sure.
All right. The longest straw is the
I'm
one.
gonna be first. I get dibs.
You get dibs, yes.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Well.
Albert?
Yeah. I'll take the one on the right.
The
there.
short one?
Yeah.
Well, turned out to be the longest one, and this is the shortest. And the one that looked the longest was not the longest.
Well, I demand a recount, or I investigate the chairman. After all.
You chose this match, didn't you?
Yes.
You thought it was the longest, right?
Yes.
It wasn't. All right.
Sure, be a good sport.
Order,
Lose,
order.
Don't complain about it.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
I have enjoyed the privilege and the honor of serving as temporary chairman, and now I tender the gavel over to you with my compliments, my congratulations, and the wish for a long and successful term. Congratulations.
Cold?
No, I just want to say thank you for your unanimous support. I am deeply touched by the confidence and the overwhelming support that you have shown in...
We know about the avalanche that put you in office. You don't speak now.
Yeah.
You're elected. Will you just run the meeting, please?
Yeah, well, all right. Well, first of all, we ought to take up the question of the secretary.
Yes, that's
Yes,
true.
I guess that's the next officer.
Oh, one thing I just want to say. Kelvin can't write. Can't write a lick.
You can't write at all?
No, he really can't. Never learned.
Not write at all, huh?
Do.
Oh.
Hey,
Yes?
I heard that. I can write. I just never took the time to sit down and do it. But I don't want to be it anyway.
Well, all right then.
You mean you don't want to be secretary?
No.
Well, that sort of narrows it down.
Yeah. We don't
You're
have to vote
secretary,
then,
yes?
do we?
No, I
Unless
didn't
you
think
want to be one.
No,
now,
no,
you
no,
better-
I'm not an officer. I'm just a member of
Yes. Well,
the drone.
I'm secretary then. Well,
That's right.
just fine, yes.
Well, then that leaves just one more officer to elect, the treasurer, and then we're all set, huh?
The treasurer, yeah. Well, I'm president.
Yes, and I'm secretary, and that would leave, oh, no.
Does narrow it down, doesn't it, a little there?
Right.
Well, Miss Blossom, look at that beautiful basket of lunch.
Well, I'll be right along, girls. Well, I just wanted to be sure I have everything. Oh, it's such fun to have a social club.
I bet it is.
And it's called Plenty for Everybody.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
If they're girls.
My, that looks like a real party.
And we'll meet every afternoon we take a notion to. Now, let's see here. I have olives and potato salad and sandwiches and cake and fruit. And, oh, Myrtle, did you bring the strawberry shortcake?
Oh.
With the ice cream?
Oh.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Williams.
Goodbye, Miss Blossom. It looks like a wonderful party.
Yes, and I must go.
Don't forget your basket. Oh. Gentlemen, I believe our black ball number is left now.
Yes.
Yes. Looked wonderful, didn't it, huh? Well, come on, let's get down to business. We still have to get the treasurer in office. Shall we install him?
Hmm? Oh, yeah.
Sir Jeffrey, do you want to make a motion to that effect so we can carry on here, please?
Yes,
Sir Jeffrey.
Oh.
Will you carry on?
Yes. Mr. Shortcake, Mr. President, I move that the ice cream,
Are you sure you have this motion pretty well in mind?
Yes, I do. I think I have. Mr. President, I think we ought to adjourn the meeting.
Hmm?
Can't adjourn the meeting. We don't have a secretary. We don't have a treasurer yet. President and secretary, but no treasurer.
No, as chairman, no, and president, I refuse.
Good for you. Good man.
Aye.
Right man for the office.
Malcolm, Malcolm. How are you?
I don't see anybody over there.
Well. It's been a long time, Malcolm. You've lost weight.
Small fellow, isn't he?
I'll be right over, Malcolm. Right away, yes.
Who are you talking to?
Malcolm, an old friend of mine. Will you excuse me? I have to see him. I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, well, all right.
Okay. Kind of fishy to me. Well, anyway, we still got a quorum, Albert. There's Calvin and you and myself, so I think that if you'll go ahead and go on with the installation of the treasurer, that, Mr. President, I say, Mr. President, if you'll go on with Mr. Potato Salad, I say we haven't got a treasurer in office yet.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, how about it?
How about what?
How about putting the treasurer in office? Let's get Calvin.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, a treasurer is a very important office on account he handles money.
We know that.
You know, as high as maybe $1 or
We
two.
know that, yes.
And I think before we elect one, I think
He's elected automatically.
Well, the president ought to consult himself in his chambers. Yeah, that's my tree. I'll be
You're
back.
going where?
A temporary recess is declared.
But why? There's... Calvin, I think you better come... Now, where did that guy go? How do you...
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, well,
I
let's
thought
get
you
this thing-
deserted.
Yeah. Boy, how do you like those guys walking right out of the meeting?
Funny, isn't it?
Ridiculous, that's what it is. Sure.
Well, as Albert's there in his chambers now, he's just going to make up his mind about
Yeah.
putting you in as treasurer. It's automatic. There's nothing else to do, you know.
Yeah, sure, well...
Come on, Albert. Hurry up with it, will you?
Come on, Al.
Albert! Hey,
Al,
come on.
come
I
on.
know you're in there, and I... Uh-oh. There's something there on his table.
What? Uh-oh.
Can you ever forgive me? Your ex-president, Albert.
Well, how do you like that guy? Boy,
Well, that doesn't...
when I see them, I'm going to give them both a piece of my mind.
I don't blame you.
Boy, I tell you, they're deserters. You know, a thing like this, Bill, it brings out the true character of a person.
Well,
you know that.
that's the way selfishness is when you
Sure.
get greedy. It's like the old fable of Aesop's about the cat and the damoiselle. I say it's like the fable. Hey,
Oh, yeah. A damsel, that's a girl, ain't it?
yes.
Yeah.
You know, she was...
Yeah, go on.
As a cat was attired as a lovely damoiselle to go to the
Yeah.
banquet, as long as she behaved, but then a mouse ran across the table and zoom, she became a cat again, see? A little with the world, as you say. We have these big conferences. But politics, too, can assume attractive shapes to gain its end. Then when you have the meetings for the welfare of man, and all of a sudden the mouse of spoils runs across the table, and then zoom, it's a cat again, and all these signs with their virtues, like your pal Cal. Or vote for Honest Al. I wouldn't worry too much about it, Mr. President. I think the country will be all right, in spite of them. They're kind of narrowed down to the one Friends Club. Well, Miss Blossom. For me?
Yes, it's for you.
Thank you very much. That's wonderful.
Yes, we made you an honorary member of our club because you were just the only one who realized the importance of women.
Well, thank you very much. And it's true. They are very important. In fact, now that you have your own club, I hope you'll be very successful and maybe get to be treasurer or secretary.
Well, I just might even be president.
President?
Yes, I have a wonderful campaign committee. And
That's
here they come
splendid.
right now.
Oh, yes. I see them coming down the edge of the park there.
Oh, they're a grand bunch.
Hey, Albert, come here a minute. Oh, you're president of the Four Friends Club.
Yeah, well, I just abdicated. Sorry. Got another job.
Sir Jeffrey.
Oh, yes, having time now.
You're secretary. You can't...
I'm sorry. Oh, having great.
Well, step smartly, boys.
Congratulations, Miss Blossom. Yeah, golly. Oh, hi, Calvin. I thought you'd deserted again over to the...
Oh, no. No. I wouldn't go around with a crowd like that, boy.
Oh. I thought you went over to give them a piece of your mind.
Yeah, I did, but, they gave me a piece of their cake, you know, and I lost my head for a minute there.
Well, Calvin, I think that you have just seen a demonstration of what we call practical politics.
Yeah.
When the eyes have it, the eyes have it.
Yeah.
Convention's adjourned.
Oh, golly.
Join us again next week when once again Columbia takes you for another visit in the park. The Quiz Kids, yes, the original Quiz Kids program, bright as ever, has just recently returned to television. Watch for them on CBS television every Sunday. Those youthful wizards in pinafores and knee breeches. They always give a delightful account of themselves merrily as well as mentally. And speaking of shows returning to CBS television, tonight most of these same stations roll out the welcome mat for a program you've asked to see again. Paul Tripp's fabulous Mr. Imagination. Yes, this Sunday see the mental marvels performed by the Quiz Kids. And on the same day, don't miss the return of Mr. Imagination with the stories everybody loves. And remember, there's no business like This Is Show Business, Sunday Night Fun on the CBS Television Network.